Hey everyone, my name's Gunther, and welcome to another episode of Architect Showdown and our Disney themed showdown. We have quite a few submissions. We actually have 5 to go through, as well as a bonus submission at the very end because I made a mistake on our last Architect Showdown, and a really cool announcement. So make sure you kind of stick around and listen or hear for that last announcement, because it's something really cool, and I'm really excited to kind of go through that. But enough of that. We are here to talk about Architect Showdown, and we have quite a few submissions from both our Discord and our YouTube community. And that's a first for us. We've never actually had a YouTube community member submit an Architect Showdown file, and this will be the first time we're doing it. And you know what? If you are part of our YouTube community and you also want to participate in Architect Showdown, all you have to do is keep an eye out for the Architect Showdown community post. And then just share your build there and let me know that it's ready to go, and we'll add it into the full roster. So if you want to participate, make sure you keep an eye out. Now, of course, we also have our Discord. If you want to participate via our Discord, you're going to find a link in the description below, and you can head on over. We're always excited to have a new community members join us. Now, we are going to be touring our first submission, which comes from our YouTube community, which is called Aladdin's Agrabah, and this comes from 6 Birds. And I gotta say, there's a lot going on here, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna miss some things because there's so much to look at in such a small, compact space. So all of our builds will be included in the description as well. So if you want to download it, you can head over to their Steam Workshop page, download it, and tour it yourself. And maybe you'll pick up some really cool ideas, because each build has some really cool themes and ideas in different ways. A lot of them are about storytelling, and I can't wait to show them all off. Now, that being said, diving into Agrabah, there's a few things. I love the attention to detail, and just in a good way, it looks so cluttered, and I could see this coming from the movie itself. In fact, I can't get enough of these stalls, more so because I've been struggling to make my stalls, and this is a fantastic way to make them. So I'm definitely going to be borrowing that idea. You can believe that. But I love the use of different materials. We have like sandstone, we have plaster, I think we have some concrete maybe. It's just different materials used everywhere to create this. And you've gone as far as to detail the roofs as well. So I'm not going to do a flyover, but the roofs are really well detailed. So I encourage you guys all to download 6 Birds file and take a tour yourself. Now, I especially love this like 3D back wall as we watch all the glitter from our monkeys as they kind of pop into the build. But this is really cool. So we're building on a diorama. That was the requirement for this Architect Showdown. And you can actually extend it utilizing some 3D techniques. And 6 Birds actually did a fantastic job in doing this. I love how this turned out. And we do have a functional I'm going to call this a back shelter, and it looks really cool. I love how you kind of have multiple levels and everything like that. This is fantastic. I just love what you've done with it, and just the colors and the theme. It fits so well. I can't get over this. It almost feels like I am in the movie Aladdin. And 6 Birds did something really cool with their Steam Workshop file. They included the Disney pages that inspired this build as well. So if you want to go and compare them, you can. And this is the one that stood out to me the most. Crazy Hakeem's discount fertilizer. Just fantastic work when it comes to creating this. Like, I can't believe it. It's almost like I'm in the movie itself. Just outstanding work. And there's like other smaller details that just totally make a difference. Of course, we're utilizing the vines as part of the ropes, which makes so much sense considering it adds a little bit more like depth to the entire build. But I would like to think that like normal hemp ropes that we're used to just wouldn't naturally exist back then, and utilizing some some vines to kind of take the place of the ropes would make the most sense. It just looks bang on. This is just beautiful. You have courtyards everywhere, different pieces everywhere, and it's truly inspiring to see this build come together, because I didn't think when I said Disney Movie Challenge that any of our builds would look like this, and all of our builds are insane. And I did mention that it kind of tells a story, and each build that you're going to see, and we're going to try to go through the story. I'm going to be honest, I'm a little rough on some of my movies and references, but this is just amazing. And there's even more Easter eggs when we come to the front. So we can kind of see, where is it? There it is. We have our magic carpet, our flying carpet, just that kind of flying around, and it looks like the magic carpet from Aladdin. I love the tassels on the end and everything like that. It just looks fantastic. We have a fully functional gift shop as well, which it definitely not intend, like I didn't expect a fully functional gift shop, but you've created an entire mini zoo here, and this is insane. I love the use of all of the carpets on the floor. And I would shop here 100%. I would shop at this at that store. And there's even another Easter egg, and I love this one. This is Jumbo's genuine original flatbread. And Six Birds, I can't believe you managed to fit in a legitimate wooden stove in the back. This looks amazing, and I don't think I would have ever been able to do something like this. I can't believe it. And oh my goodness, the added detail of like the soot on the back wall.
I know.
Goodness, this looks amazing. We also have a sail station, helmed by a guard of all things. He looks so unhappy. I don't know why. But this is our first build from Six Flags. Sorry, Six Birds. My goodness. But I just want to say, we do need to crown a winner. So there is going to be a link in the pinned comment below to all of the community posts where you can vote for all the winners or who you think should win the Architect Showdown. And Six Birds has definitely started off with setting that bar really high. But don't worry, everybody has an amazing build. I can't get over how many monkeys you have in this build. They're just crawling everywhere. I'm just seeing them hop around on the roof as well, which is kind of amazing. But I love this. Amazing work, Six Birds, like fantastic job. And I'm really excited to have you start off our YouTube community side of things. Now, I could tour this for hours and look at all the smaller details, but I do not have that time, nor do you. I don't think you're here just to see me tour one architect submission. I think you're here to see me tour a multiple. Oh my goodness, I love the little trestle. I think that's the right word. With like the vines and stuff like that. This looks amazing. I love this. This is amazing work. But enough of Aladdin's Egger. But let's move on to our next submission and continue our Architect Showdown. Our next submission comes from Max Hatter, and it's quite fitting considering this is an Alice in Wonderland themed build, and I'm already kind of amazed just with the entrance that we have to kind of go through to get in here. Oh, look, it's a little sand cat. So if I remember, I haven't read or seen Alice in Wonderland for a while, but Alice does go down the rabbit hole and goes through I want to say a portal. You can kind of see this as we kind of go down. We can see that we're going in. Oh my goodness. I love all the little details and all the little things that are on the wall. Oh, a little fox. And then we come all the way down to the bottom, and we are in the room where we can drink the potion. So if we were to drink the potion, we can go small enough to fit through this door. I absolutely love the story that's just associated with that. And now we're in Wonderland. Now, before we kind of continue the rest of the view, we are going to take a quick peek underwater. So if we're going to go deep, deep, deep underwater, and we're going to find this really cool looking little additional diorama that if you didn't know it existed, you might have actually missed it. And the only reason I know it existed is because Max actually was kind enough to share some sneak peeks in our Discord. And that's right, we do have a Discord. So if you want to join, feel free to click the link in the bottom of the description. And we're always more than welcome to accept new people to our community, and you too can partake in our Architect Challenge. So this is March, the Snail March, and I'm not familiar with this particular build. I'm not going to be I'm going to be honest. I haven't seen Alice in Wonderland in a while, but I love it. It's just so cool. And then what we're going to do is now that we've made it back to land, we're going to switch to Explorer mode. Because we can actually kind of wander around now. So for those who don't know, you can't actually go in the water in Explorer mode. It won't let you go. We can't go any lower, I don't think. Yeah, so you can't go any lower. So that means we have to kind of use the little that little option. Now these are Tweedledee and Tweedledum, if I'm not mistaken. The hats kind of give it away. I love the bushes. And as we kind of continue through, we have some more animals. Now I don't get this particular reference, and that's on me. I would love for you to leave a comment in the below, just letting you know what this is. It's a steel house though, I'm pretty sure. And if we look inside, there is actually a gray seal. Oh, he seems like he's locked in there. Oh my goodness, Max, what have you done? But as we continue, I love the flower with the smiley face. Kind of, I don't know if I saw this in real life, I'd be a tad concerned. And for those who don't remember, Alice in Wonderland does shrink it down to get in here, which is why everything's so large. I love the caterpillar on top of the mushrooms. I do remember this scene from the movie. It is coming back to me. And as we kind of continue, we can see a little bit more. We have some arrows pointing us every which way. I was going to say it's going to point us to the right area, but it's definitely not doing that for us. But this is the Mad Hatter's tea party, if I'm not mistaken. I love this. You have a little house set up and you have our tea party outside. Oh my goodness. And is there anything inside the house? Oh, some staff members. I feel like we kind of interrupted something there. I love this. And then, so we are at the Mad Hatter's tea party. And then if we were to leave the tea party, we can go through here and into a short maze, which I believe this is going to leave us to the Red Queen's maze. We have all the flamingos. We have some porcupines, oh my goodness. I saw these guys recently in Calgary Zoo. I thought it was really awesome. It was nice to see them chilling out in real life for a change. I don't often get to go to a zoo, so I'm always excited. But we have, where are we going? Oh, no, dead end. I love this. I'm always a huge fan of like little tours, like little mazes that you can get lost in and stuff like that. I think it's really cool that you can kind of do that. This is amazing. Max, fantastic job. And I can definitely see the story that is Alice in Wonderland. I think this is phenomenal. And this is on me. I didn't actually set a size requirement when I say a diorama. And truthfully, we may actually say goodbye to our diorama and go back to our original format, which is just working on the zoo plot, so people can go a little bit more crazy with it. As we saw with our Aladdin submission, it's quite large. And then when we come to this one, it's definitely a little bit smaller, but smaller is usually better because it gives you more detail in a shorter area. I love this build though. This is really cool. And I love the story of Alice in Wonderland. Definitely see it all the way through here, through this entire diorama, which is fantastic. I didn't actually think anybody was going to go into that level of detail, and you did. Oh my God, it's the Cheshire cat. I didn't see that. It's the two eyes in the mouth. Oh my goodness. How did I miss that? I'm amazed by the level of detail. I am truly happy to say that I got to tour this, and I'm really excited. All right, let's dive on to the next one before I get starstruck with even more smaller details with this particular build. Our third submission comes from Claybee, and it is The Little Mermaid, and I love this. This is actually one of the first scenes that you are introduced to The Little Mermaid, where she sings with Flounder, and you can kind of see the Little Mermaid and Flounder just hanging out up in the water, and we are actually underwater, which is pretty cool. So if we step back a little bit, you can kind of see where the barrier starts. Really trippy to just kind of walk through, but I love this. Now, Claybee, I gotta say, he challenged himself to complete this in a very short turnaround. I want to say 90 minutes. And I don't know about you, but I don't think I could complete something like this in 90 minutes. This is phenomenal. And there's a few details, and I just want to call out a few things. So, of course, we have the repository. I'm gonna use the word repository of stuff on the wall. So if you remember in the movie, in the scene, she has a bunch of stuff that's hanging around, and she collects it from shipwrecks and stuff like that. And it's a fantastic song, all that fun stuff. And then when you look over, you can kind of see she's singing to Flounder about everything. And if we look all the way up, we can actually see the top of the ocean, so where everything kind of goes. And if we go back a little bit, I'm just gonna say, can you see a face here? I kind of see a face. So we have the eyes, the mouth right there, and it kind of looks like Ursula. Which I don't know if you meant to do that, Claybee, but having a little Easter egg with like Ursula's face in the background, truly amazing. I love this. What we're going to do is we're actually going to switch to our free look mode, just so we can kind of get a better look at all of the stuff that we have here. So we have a canoe, some pots and some pans and some barrels, more pots. I like this. It's all little like African themed pots. We have some boxes. We have I like how you organize this, actually, now that I think about this. I love the little wheelbarrow and the cart. And then we have I want to say East Indian architecture, all that stuff from the East Indian pack. And then we have, I don't even know that piece is. That looks really cool. Some bolts of cloth, which I don't know if they would survive under the water for this long, but they are kicking around still, which is always nice to see. And then we have some more drums. And I love this. Now, I will say, from far away, and Claybee does say this in the description, they look a little rough, but I just want to focus on one thing here. Look at the, I love this. Like, look at it. When you look far away, it actually works out really well. And I think you did a fantastic job, Claybee. I love this. And let's fly up to the top a little bit, see if there's anything up here. There is not. That's okay. Every time I look at one of Claybee's builds, he always manages to hide something. And I'm wondering if maybe it's his face. I think it's a face. It looks like one. That's what I'm going to go with. I think he did it on purpose. Yeah, okay. He must have done that on purpose, because it looks like a face, and I love it. I love the level of detail on this one, and I'm really excited to announce something pretty cool at the very end of this video. So make sure you stay tuned and see what I have to announce. But let's move on to our next submission. Our fourth submission that we're going to go through is actually coming from Beaver, and it is our Disney-inspired build for The Lion King. And if you don't know what scene this is, I am so sad that I have to tour this, but I'm so happy because there are some pretty cool small details included in this particular build. So first things first, we have to speed up and we have to delete this because there's something pretty cool that's going to come off over the ridge. And I think it is part of the story that we need to make sure that we have. There it is. We have our own wildebeest stampede, and we have little Simba. He's playing here with a frog. And as for those who have seen the movie, Simba manages to get to this branch, and you can see him hanging onto the branch. He's hanging on for dear life, and then Mufasa comes and saves him. So he manages to save Simba, but not before Scar causes Mufasa to fall. And after the wildebeest stampede, which is kind of fitting, all the wildebeest are just kind of laying about now, we can see Simba is mourning his dad. This is a heartbreaking scene. I'm not gonna lie, truly heartbreaking, but I love what you did here. And first off, I just want to call out the amount of rocks and stuff like that went into creating this wall is really cool. I am amazed by what you've created here. And it really does remind me of how many wildebeests did you have in that box up there? I didn't think it was this many. Oh my goodness. I was wondering why the map took so long, the diorama took so long to load, and now I have my answer. I thought it was going to be the rocks, because there are a lot of rocks, but I love it. I love the level, the way the rocks are all set up, but I think it's the amount of wildebeest that you had in that box up there. I am astounded that you managed to fit that many in there. My goodness. Well, good thing that we managed to go through the entire build before it filled up with the wildebeests. This is really cool. We're going to stand up on this rock a little bit, go up a little bit higher. Yeah, there has to be, I wonder how many wildebeest you actually have in this view. Okay, hang on, guys. Let's find out. Animals. We have 244 wildebeests. Beaver, that is a truly mesmerizing amount of wildebeest, and I think it lives up to the name of the Disney theme. This is just outstanding. I can't believe this. This is amazing. I love the story that you told here. So far, everybody who's submitted has told the story associated with their Disney movie, and I can't believe what you guys have done here. This is truly amazing. We have one more build to go through, and then we have a bonus build at the very end. And then I'm going to also announce something, and I'm just going to talk about why we have a bonus build as well, because I made a mistake. And you know what? Everybody's human. I'm human. Mistakes happen, and I'm not going to say that I didn't make one. This is truly, I love this. Beaver, you did an amazing job with this particular build. All right, let's move on to our next one. Our fifth build comes from Sloth Linn, and I'm pretty sure everybody can tell what this build is. This is Bambi's Forest, iconic movie, and I love where we've started. We actually have the three most iconic characters from the movie Bambi. We have Thumper, the rabbit. We have Flowers, Field of Flowers as well, so you can see all these flowers. And we have, of course, Bambi. We have, I'm going to pronounce his name incorrectly, and I do apologize. Faline. I haven't seen Bambi in some time. But we have, and then of course we have Prince's Outlook right there at the very top. I just love this. Now, in the description for the build, Sloth Linn did include the fact that Thumper's looking a little worse for wear, and we're not supposed to give him a hard time. But I just want to call out, I love your Thumper. The fact that you made a bunny is just outstanding. I can't believe that. I actually love him. I feel, you know what I'm gonna, I feel like we should add Thumper to quite a few of our zoos. It's just more of like a hidden Easter egg, because I thought Thumper was pretty cool. So I'm really happy with that. But this build is amazing, and Sloth Linn tends to always submit these truly amazing builds that I don't think I would have ever normally seen. And you can see all the special effects that are running off in the background. I just recently started using the special effects. I think these ones are the blowing leaves in the wind, and looks really cool. I love this. This is just so picturesque. And Bambi is such like a heartbreaking movie at the very beginning because of I'm not even going to say what happened, but it starts off as a heartbreaking movie, and this is like the golden hour of Bambi, when all is right in the world and everything is peaceful and quiet, and we're just seeing nature at its best. And we're going to go up to Prince's Outlook, and we're going to take a look at the entire build from all the way up here. And I gotta say, this looks amazing. I love the foliage work. There's so much foliage. And the rocks, oh my goodness, this looks beautiful. Amazing work, Linn. I like, everybody's done amazing work. All 5 submissions have been absolutely amazing and outstanding, and I don't think I can say that enough. It's always hard to pick a winner. Really hard to pick a winner, and I want everybody to win. So let's talk a little bit more on our bonus tour for this episode. All right, everybody, I have a confession to make. I made a mistake in our last Architect Showdown, and it was our Valentine's Day build, and we are looking at a Valentine's Day build. And this is actually coming from Unicorn Dreams 88, and they submitted this, but I missed the submission. And when I went to do the tour, unfortunately, Unicorn did not see their build, and I felt terrible about that. Really, really terrible about that happening, and I'm really upset about that, because everybody deserves to have their work showcased and shared. You took the time out of your day and your life to build something. The least I can do is tour it, because that's what I wanted to do. So we are going to tour Unicorn Dreams submission for Valentine's Day as a bonus video. Now, there's also a few other things I'm going to talk about, but before we get there, Unicorn has included some additional little details that we have to kind of take a look at, and I'm really excited. Now, they did mention that it is a little unfinished. They just didn't have enough time for their build, but even so, I still love what you've done here. The different pieces. I love this. I love this little archway, this man-made archway, which is made with a bunch of different pieces, which I don't know if you guys realize how much work goes into creating something like this sometimes. It's quite a bit. But I love all these little details. So if you stand right here, we can see hearts everywhere. See some right there. We see some on the ground. There is actually one right here. And if we look over here, we see another one made out of rocks. Phenomenal work. We have the water, which has been pink, tinted pink. We have hearts over here. We have hearts wherever you look, which I think just goes to show how much Unicorn put into creating this, which is why I wanted to do the tour for this this particular build. And in fact, when we kind of look over here, we have running water everywhere. I was about to ask how you got that to go that way, and then I realized it's probably just the waterfall tilted, but that's actually a really smart way of doing it. And if I look right here, there's actually something, oh my goodness, I didn't actually see that when I did the flyover. We have more hearts. I love this. This is so cute. We have a big heart flower on the ground. I love this. Like I'm walking in the flower bed now, which is terrible. And then we have even more going on. So we have just about a lot of small details. We have hearts over here. We have hearts everywhere, which I love. But I'm really excited to see this. Now, normally I wouldn't mess around with the time. And the reason why is because the time is kind of sacred. You want to look at it at a certain time. But Unicorn included something that we need to do for this particular build. So we need to go to 2100. And then what we're going to do is we're going to speed up time a little bit. And we can actually watch the sunset go through the heart. That's so cool. I love the fact that you created this and then you actually went through the time to do this. So hang on, we're going to do a little time lapse this particular build. Okay, I was going to try to do a time lapse, but it didn't want to work out for me. So we're going to speed up time here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do it again a little bit slower. So we can actually see the sunset go through, and I actually love the way this actually kind of came through. And the fact that you put in the time and effort to understand where the sun was going to set, to create your heart, and then to match it up with a sunset is pretty dang interesting, and that's amazing. And that is Unicorn Dream's submission for our Valentine's Day special, which everybody deserves to have their special, their build showcased. Now, I'm going to say something, and I'm probably going to regret when I say this. We are going to do voting to determine who had the best build, and I think voting to understand who is the top architect for this challenge, I think is super important. But that does mean that we need to determine who's going to be winner. And there's going to be a prize. There's actually going to be quite a few prizes for this go-around. In honor of the Planet Zoo game releasing on console, everybody who submitted this in this challenge is going to receive a DLC for PC of their choice. And the reason why I say PC is because, unfortunately, DLC on system, a lot more that kind of goes into it. But we are going to go that route. Now, there is something that we have to kind of talk about. 6 birds, I need you to reach out to me, and we're going to figure out how to do that to make sure that we can figure out your winner. I'm going to reach out to you in advance to let you know. But for everybody in the Discord, I already know who you are. We are going to chat about that. I just want to say heartfelt apologies to Unicorn Dream for not going through their build. I'm truly upset about that myself. But I want to make sure that you know that I do appreciate the time and energy you put into this, and just about everybody else. Please know that I appreciate the time and energy you put into these builds. I definitely don't think that it's a waste of your time. I think it's truly amazing, and thank you so much for building these for me as well. I know it's not easy to take time out of your day to do this, or out of your regular builds, because everybody's building on Planet Zoo on the regular, and to take time out of that to build something for a challenge like this is something that I'm truly appreciative of. Now, that being said, I hope everybody enjoys our DLC. We're going to connect about that and figure out the logistics. But thank you so much, everybody. Make sure you vote for your top build. Unicorn Dream is not going to be part of the vote only because that was part of the Valentine's Day build, and we're focusing on Disney build this time. So I do apologize, but Unicorn Dream, you are a winner in my eyes as well. Everybody's a winner in my eyes, and I really hate having to, crown one top winner and only giving out one prize, which is why I'm going to make an exception for this Architect Challenge. Now, what does that mean for future Architect Challenges? We may still do them. I don't think we're going to do everybody gets a prize. It's just not feasible. But stay tuned, because we are going to be doing more Architect Challenges. They're going to be spread out a little bit more. We're going to have more time in between, because there's a lot going on within our community. And keep an eye out for the next episode of Igwa Zoo, as well as an update on our Community Zoo 2 project. Now, as always, if you want to join the community, feel free to hit the link to the Discord and head on over. We're always looking for new people to join. Whether you're a console player or a PC player, feel free to join. You can share your build there. We'll provide feedback. Everybody's there to talk about Planet Zoo, and I look forward to seeing some new members join us. Otherwise, I just want to say thank you so much for everybody, and of course, ciao for now.